When Immunomic Therapeutics was founded, we had a couple of things to build on from Tom's laboratory, which had spent several years developing different applications of LAMP in infectious diseases, such as dengue fever, West Nile virus, and HIV. So our first thought was that we would be able to use the LAMP technology in one of those application areas. And the other thing that was going on at that time was some work that was being done at Duke by Dr. Ellie Gilboa, linking LAMP to a human oncogene known as telomerase, and saw some very interesting results in treating cancer patients, prostate cancer patients. We decided that because we had the most amount of data in the HIV area, we would start down that path first and look at developing a therapeutic HIV application for LAMP and put some of these other things on the side. So as that was going on, and we had a small partnership with a group in Brazil to try and develop that, a paper came out from one of Tom's collaborators in Singapore that showed that LAMP could be really efficient at treating allergy. And of course, this made perfect sense to us. We understood how LAMP worked, and this data was very useful for us to help crystallize some suggestions that Tom had made that LAMP could be powerful in allergy even before this paper was published. As things kind of went away on the HIV front for a variety of reasons, this took us to about 2009. We realized that the opportunities in allergy actually represented our best chance to prove that LAMP worked in humans for not a huge amount of money, but targeted a very substantial medical need and market opportunity. So we had a difficult year in 2009 while we transitioned from this HIV project into allergy, but starting in 2010 we started to attract some fairly substantial angel investment. So the angel money came in and we applied it directly towards our lead product in allergy, which was a treatment for Japanese red cedar. Now you might naturally ask, why would anybody pursue Japanese red cedar? Japanese red cedar has some really specific advantages in terms of clinical design, which is that red cedar blooms very early in the year, starting really in February, kind of blooms, peaks sometime in March and fades away in April. And when it's blooming, particularly when it's blooming in Japan, it's the only tree and pollen of significance. So you have people that are monospecific in their allergies, so you can actually track them very naturally. The other part of it is that Japan, in the early 50s, decided to plant millions of acres of cedar trees. So these trees were planted all through Japan, and they ended up creating a tremendous biohazard, as these trees actually produce kilograms of pollen per tree. Current time now is about 35 million Japanese have fairly extreme hay fever caused by cedar allergy. And if you look at that as a course of therapy is $2,000, which is the standard cost of immunotherapy, that's a $70 billion drug opportunity. Our strategy was, we'll develop the red cedar, show that it works, find a Japanese partner, and go forward with that. So that was the driving force as we built that. And we also recognized, as we were raising money, that a lot of people in the United States didn't really get Japanese red cedar, $70 billion market or not. So we started to run simultaneously a development program for peanut. So we developed a peanut allergy formulation for food allergies, which created a secondary opportunity for us and something that people could quickly relate to. And we developed the Japanese red cedar product as a good indication of what could be done in pollen allergy. I also sit on the board of directors of the Maryland Tech Council and the board of Biohealth Innovations. Montgomery County and Maryland is really a great home for companies to get it started. There's all the resources you need here. There's tremendous scientific resources, whether it's at the NIH or Johns Hopkins or the University of Maryland. And so there's cash resources, there's advisory resources, and there's growing incubator space. So all these things put together help us commit to making Maryland really a top flight biotech center in the United States. We have a goal stated for the biohealth region that we will be one of the top 3 areas in the country in a few years, and we all see that as something that we can accomplish if we all work together. And so a big part of our objective for these two organizations. And as I see it, we are bringing the right resources together to make Maryland a biotech hub that any part of the country would be envious of.